Wonderboy, what is the secret of your power? Yes, we're playing Wonderboy in Monsterland, a platforming RPG that was developed by Westone for Sega, and it came out on the arcades and the Master System, and then came out on loads of other stuff for the Super Arcade Challenge this week. Was that a long sentence? It sure as hell was. But yeah, it was converted to the PC Engine, the Famicom, the CPC, the Speccy, the Amiga, and the Atari ST, and has since appeared on various mobile phones and modern console shops, like Virtual Console and things like that. I really like this game. I was a massive fan of the Mega Drive one that followed it, Wonderboy in Monster World. One of the first games, I think, on the Mega Drive that I completed all the way through. Really loved it. This is really good as well. Really responsive. Doesn't look incredible. But yeah, really good fun. And it will be the game that I probably will be playing on the bus when I go and see my mum this week, no doubt. But yeah, thank you for joining us for the Super Arcade Challenge, which has superseded the RetroTech 120p Challenge. We've got like a league table going, and there's a prize to be won at the end of it, which is a trophy lovingly curated, if I may, by Real Generic Demon. This is it's well worth having a look, and there's still a chance to win, I would say, even though we're 4 or 5 weeks in, because you get to kind of choose a game that goes on a wheel, and because we've reset it from the old arcade challenge, it could be any game at the moment. So yeah, we could even play games we've already played. So yeah, well worth having a look. But yeah, really do like this game. It's I do come a cropper, I think, by not buying a certain thing later, which we'll see. But before we get to that, I think we should talk about our gentle facts of the week. And I'm going to put something on the screen now. And that fella is Asmodeus. Because basically what I did before was I've talked about sort of folklore creepers in the past. And I always think that's one of the better things that I do. I talked about the Popper Bower. And I've talked about there was these Eastern European weirdo gnomes as well. But yeah, this is another one of those. This one is kind of exists in kind of the old scriptures that led up to the Bible. So yeah, so this one's got kind of its root in the Old Testament. Well, or whatever precursed the Old Testament. So let's talk about Asmodeus, who is a prince, but not the Prince of Hell. In the book of Tobit, Asmodeus obsesses over a single earthbound woman, to the point where he goes to great lengths to ensure she doesn't get her end away. He cockblocks her by killing 7 successive husbands before they've had a chance to get the old bishop's hat wet, and it is suggested that he is the demon of lust in the old scriptures, and that so he is responsible for any fornication that doesn't involve a straight old missionary pump squirt procreative variety of intercourse in the Old Testament, meaning that he's responsible for that flag that Larry Fox burns ceremoniously once a year for the hate cash. It's a lucrative business. It is suggested in the Book of Talmud that he is the son of Adam from the Bible, and that while Eve was talking apples with the old Beelzy snake, her old man had boned the angel of prostitution, and given the fact that Adam was like the first man and Eve was the first woman, and the result was that I think that angel might not have been a looker, if you remember that picture I put up. So yeah, a shame. But yeah, this what else was I going to say? Oh, what we've got coming up on the channel this week. Well, we've got Mystery of the Nile, which is a game that came out in the 8-bits, in the first of a new series, where I'm basically going to be talking about things that weren't licensed but borrowed very heavily from a particular source. And this Mystery of the Nile was based on Jewel of the Nile, the very popular Michael Douglas, Danny DeVito, Kathleen Turner sequel to Romancing the Stone, a movie I very much liked, but never had its own game. But so this is the nearest you can get to it, but it is very obviously cribbed from that. So yeah, this old screen here is where I'm going to meet my end, even though I haven't used my first credit yet, because the lava kills me. And then I get out and it promptly kills me again. So yeah, I suspect people will get further than me. And the thing I think I should have bought was shoes. I should have bought jumping shoes from here, but I didn't have enough money because I spent it on that shield, which stopped those arrows from that pig fella. But I reckon I would have got further without the shield and should have just taken the shoes instead. That's how you cark it. It's terrible, isn't it? What a way to go, that. But yeah, what are your memories of Wonderboy? I think when they went off in this direction, because you obviously had the original Wonderboy, and then you had the Adventure Island games, didn't you, with Mr. Higgins, and they carried on that sort of Wonderboy adventure kind of original sort of side-scrolling platformer for a while. But these, when Wonderboy went this direction, that's when I got really kind of interested, because I like these sort of platformer RPGs. I think they give you a little bit extra. Yeah, it's stuff that I'm surprised that kind of we didn't see more of. From what I remember, the Spectrum game was all right, the version of this they made, but it did have like a multi-load, and kind of with these kind of games, not a big fan of the multi-load at the best of times, but yeah, not brilliant. So yeah, and also kind of have a look at kind of other people's goes on this, because as I say, I think they'll reveal a bit more of the game and perhaps won't be running around in a nappy like I am. You know, if you're going to start out on an adventure, you know, if you're just kind of standing next to a tree and obviously your girlfriend's been stolen by like a big warrior, put on some clothes. You know, if you're going to jump around lava and fight snakes and like Death himself, Death incarnate, and demons and all sorts, don't just sort of go out in your pants and expect you're going to, you know, have a good time. I mean, even Arthur from last week's game, or the week before rather, in Ghouls and Ghosts and Goblins, you know, he had the wherewithal, if you will, to put on a suit of armour. Admittedly, a suit of armour that was a bit rubbish and sort of burst into a million bits when anything touched it, which probably isn't a great set of armour, really. But, yeah, that's why I carked it there. So, yeah, people will get a lot further than that. But my go is over. And maybe I'll see you on the challenge next time. But until then, like, subscribe, and thanks, bye.